Hi, it's Kayye. We're here at InfoComm 2018. I'm in the Absen booth, ABSEN, USABSEN.com. I got two guys here that are big players in the LED market. Mitch Rosenberg is in charge of install for Absen. Mitch, how are you?
I'm doing awesome today. How about you today? How about yourself, Gary?
Direct on install officially. Right, and Chris Brosman.
Prosio.
You do it.
Chris Prosio.
Chris Prosio. Familiar face, though. You probably might recognize him. He's been in the industry a long time. You're in charge of rental staging for Absen, right?
That's correct, yes.
Director of rental staging. So this is interesting because this is both sides of LED, right? Let's start with you. I think that's rental staging is where LED started. I mean, that's where everybody first started seeing it. For the most part. I mean, yeah, there were some stadiums here and there, but the real big traction happened in the rental staging market. Bring us up to where we are today.
Well, the big move from where we started now has been pitch. Where we started before, big concert tours, outdoor, huge pitch, large audiences. Now we've brought LED down into the trade show. Yep. So we're talking about sub 2 mil, being able to have that near field experience, very easy but still durable product. That's been the key with Absen, is building that durable sub 3 mil product that stands up to road, stands up.
And then in the case of rental and staging, that means that we're not talking about just IMAG, we're also talking about signage, yep. And we're talking about wayfinding, we're talking about what other kind of applications do you see out there? I mean, do you see the even in rental staging where you're starting to replace projection?
Yeah, oh yeah. Rental staging, we've got people now replacing the typical breakout room screen with an LED screen. The advantage is you have lights up, you don't have a projector in the middle of the room, you're not taking up space for rear screen. It just goes right up against the wall and it's nice and bright. So speaking of room LED, I mean, when I think install, naturally I think boardroom conference, training room, applications. But LED is crossing into those applications now, but where is it strong right now in installation?
The market that we're recognizing right now, number one market by far and away, is the House of Worship market. House of Worship market understands that they've been using IMAG forever, whether it be 1, 2, or 3 screens. Well, they've realized that they're fixed with that. They've got a projector, they can't utilize it for anything else, and 2 times a year they're renting high-end LED, usually pageants and the Christmas shows. What they've discovered is what they're renting versus what they're purchasing is pretty similar right now. So at the end of the year, they're spending X amount of dollars. They can buy 2 screens, bring them down, put them on removable truss, fly it down, reassemble it, they can assemble it, they can create a scrim, they can create whatever they want to do with it. The second growing market that we're running into right now is control room. Control room has to have X amount of pitch per linear inch. Well, we've now reached that point. At 1.2 millimeter, we've reached the point where now they can decipher everything on a scala, whether they're using a SCADA system, whether they're using 24/7, depending on the resolution they're using. And they've realized that now 24/7 truly is no lamp replacements, no modifications, seismic capability. This stuff doesn't shift. We're not doing any maintenance. Control room has realized that the cost per square foot of our product, of cost per square meter, is now almost in line with what used to be flat panels, will never be in line with projection, but the return on investment over a period of 24 to 36 months, it's totally exponential. We save them money in the long run, and they don't ever have to worry about degradation of image, because you're talking about 100,000 hour MTBF. Those are my 2 main markets on the large scale. What you just said is where we're headed. Conference rooms, boardrooms, the Fortune 500 and Fortune 1000, that marketplace, the cost of 55-inch flat panels has come down, but as exponentially, so has the cost of 2.5 millimeter, 3 millimeter product.
Let me ask you about that for a second, because automatically, you know, if you're not educated in LED, even myself, I would assume I want the smallest, finest pixel pitch as I can possibly get. And in reality, that doesn't make any sense. It really, truly depends on the application.
Yeah, it's your distance it's your viewing distance. In the live event world, 3.9 to 2.9 is the sweet spot. We don't need to get down below there until you get into a trade show situation when you're right up on top of it. You really to talk to Halfbert and figure out what your needs are, and we're going to help you with that.
Yeah, and this is the difference between LED and a lot of other technologies. It's truly application-based rather than just size of image-based. Whereas before, if you needed an image to be larger than 75 inches, you went projection. Smaller than 75 inches, you went flat panel. Now, with LED, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with application. Where do you see the biggest emerging market for the install part of LED, and where is Absen going to put their money and time?
I believe that the 0.7 to 1.5 pitch millimeter product, that's actually the future. 1.5, 1.2 are currently out. Several manufacturers make 0.9 on its way. It's on its way. I actually believe over the next 36 months we're going to see 0.5, which now puts us on par with some of the finest pitch 4K monitors that are out there.
You're saying in that case it could compete for boardroom, conference room training, small monitor applications.
Absolutely, and the prices are coming down every day. We had a 20% price drop, not just Absen, but across the board in LED from 2017 to 2018 alone. I don't see anything stopping that from occurring through 2019 and 2020. We've witnessed the exact same thing occur with flat panels. Flat panels they've literally plummeted in price point to the point where they're almost a commodity item. We won't be a commodity item, but the pricing is going to be going that way. Tighter pitches, lower costs, easier applications, and it is a growing market. Conference rooms, boardrooms are realizing that they see the flat panels, they've got 2x2, 4x4, the seams start to bother people. Well, we are a completely seamless application. And exactly what Chris said, the first thing we have to find out is, what is your application? When people come to us and say, I need X amount of res, I have to have 4K. Do you really? Where is the person sitting? What is on screen? You're doing video. You're not doing CAD CAM, you're not doing 3D rendering. You probably don't need super high resolution.
And what we're going to do is we're now going to go around and do a tour of the booth. So for those of you who couldn't come to the show, you can see what it's like to walk through here. It's one of the darkest booths on the show floor, but it didn't need to be. The funny thing is, it's dark here because all the projector companies are around here too. So you didn't need to actually be dark. But we're going to do our best we can to kind of give you perspective of how big this really is, this booth. It really is. One last question. I walk around the show floor, and by the way, we're going to shoot individual videos too on every product station. So all you got to do is type in Absen, A-B-S-E-N, in the video search window. But I do have a question with regard to, you walk around this show floor, and there are probably LED companies here. How do I tell which one is better than the other, and why would I choose Absen?
Well, the best one always has an orange logo.
Okay, well, there you go. Okay, thanks, we're done. No, can you narrow it down a little bit more?
Sure. It's really going to come down to support. Technology is very similar across all brands. What you want to look for is a team that can understand what your needs are. It's been around for 17 years. We're not going anywhere. We're not a fly-by-night company. We have a huge U.S. presence with 2 service depots and showrooms on both coasts. We've got 60 people out in the field. We're going to be here to support you. Whereas a lot of our competitors have 1 or 2 people in the U.S. and their primary support is out of China.
Yeah, and that is a big difference, is that the service will make the difference. And you could go back to the days when there were 40 different projector manufacturers, and now there's only three or four projector manufacturers, and the big difference is the service, right? Because anyone can brand a projector and put their brand name on it, but the differentiation is in servicing it, right?
If you don't mind, the only thing I'd like to add to what Chris has just said, a lot of the other manufacturers are not what we call U.S. certified. In other words, they don't have UL or equivalent regulations. They're not FCC certified. It'll come back to bite you. If you go out there and you're just strictly on price, and you buy a product that has no service, no support, no certifications, really shouldn't be installed or set in the United States, you're going to find out in the long run that value that you just saved on is not a value. We are. Absen is an American company.
USABSEN.com. Of course, you can follow them on social at Absen America, at Absen America on all the social media. If you want to see any of the videos we're about to shoot and this tour, go to our InfoComm microsite at raypubs.com/InfoComm2018. Type in Absen in the video search window, and you'll see all the videos we shot. Thanks for watching.